Rachel is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Zayne. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date if she still wants one. But first, Rachel, how long has it been since you heard from Zayne?
It's been 5 days since I heard from Zayne.
Okay, because we're not counting or anything, right?
No, we're definitely not counting or anything, no.
Okay.
Have you tried to reach out to him?
I have. And I heard from him right after our date, that night, and everything seemed chill. And then I heard nothing after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he even posted some stuff on his Insta story about we went to a concert. And he also actually posted it in his grid and stuff like that. And people who have commented on it, he's responded to them there. So I guess if you can respond on Instagram, why can't you respond to your text?
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. So that's me, the big uh-oh, what's going on, dude?
All right. Tell us about the date.
Yeah. So we met at this venue and it was this total dive bar vibes. It was very punk energy. We had messaged on and off about the band that we both happened to have tickets to this underground indie group thing. So it was just perfect. It was a thing that we're both into,
Mm-hmm.
And it was a blast. We were in the front row. We were both super sweaty and dancing and screaming the lyrics. He actually knew all the lyrics. So he wasn't a poser. You know what I mean? And it just felt like we were teens again. He pulled me close during this one slow build song, and we made out hard in the front row. No shame, teenagers. It was so good.
I love that.
Yeah, it got a little handsy, but I'm not gonna lie, it felt natural and in the moment. It wasn't anything sleazy, so he wasn't there were no bad vibes or red flags the night of the date,
Mm-hmm. Did you guys do anything after the concert?
I mean, we didn't do anything after the concert, we were outside and talked and stuff a bit, but we didn't go to to get coffee or something afterwards. It was just the concert.
Yeah.
We were staying up pretty late,
Okay, fair.
It was.
Okay, fair.
Even though we felt like teens, at that point it was I'm tired.
Yeah. Is there anything that happened then during the concert or at any point that may have been why he's gone?
I don't know. It felt so real. And honestly, so many guys pretend to live music and stuff, but Zayne actually knew the stuff. I said, he was scream singing the lyrics and he knew all of them. He didn't have to try hard. He was actually into it I am. So I don't know. It felt real. There are definitely some guys who again, I guess they're just posers who try to be oh yeah, I love pop punk still.
Right. Okay. Well, why do you think he's ghosting you?
I don't know. So maybe when we were outside, it was freezing. So I asked him for his jacket and jokingly I said oh, a real gentleman would have offered it to me by now. And we both laughed and then he gave his jacket to me and kissed me on the cheek. And it was kind of a stiffer kiss than a full on makeout we did in the front row. But I don't know. He said oh, you didn't give me a chance to be a gentleman before you just took it, and laughed and walked away. So it seemed very I don't know. It was flirty, but
weird.
Maybe I offended him by asking for his jacket. I don't know.
That would be.
It's weird.
Yeah, that would be a strange reason to ghost somebody.
I think so.
Yeah, and he gave me the jacket. If he was no, and then didn't, and it was oh, I said something wrong, or I really offended him. I don't think I have his jacket. He didn't even take it with him at the end of the night, so it also felt he's letting me wear his jacket, and I'll give it to him back to him on the second date.
Maybe he just felt weird that you got to it first. Because, dudes can be like that. If it's not their idea or if they're not the ones in control, they get all weird. I mean, which again would be a stupid reason to ghost somebody. But just, you know.
Especially since I have his jacket. I have it.
Yeah.
Don't ghost me if you want your clothes back.
All right. Well, we'll see if that is the reason. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll get your first date follow-up next. Rachel is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Zayne. So in a second, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date if she still wants one. But before we do that, Rachel, why don't you break down your situation with Zayne real quick?
First date, went and saw some live music, made out in the front row like we're teenagers, had a great time. Maybe I upset him because I said, hey, a gentleman would have offered his jacket by this point when we went outside and it was cold. Maybe he took it the wrong way. I still have his jacket. I haven't heard from him in 5 days, but he is responding to comments on his post from the concert.
I'd be so mad.
So yeah, I don't know.
You ready for us to call him?
I am.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Zayne, please?
Yeah, this is who's calling?
Hey, Zayne, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Zayne. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name is Jubal. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I know you guys. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, you do? Oh,
awesome.
cool.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Well, we're calling you today because somebody wanted us to call you.
Okay.
So I don't know how much you listen to the show, but we do a segment called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this is about Rachel, isn't it?
Yes, it is about Rachel.
Yeah.
Do you have a second to tell us why you're ghosting her, man?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Look, I mean, she's super cool, like, fun, but there's just like this thing, man. She's got this nose ring, and it's like this like giant hoop, right? And it's got this like dangly little charm that's just kind of like hanging out of her nose, and like, oh God, it kept like moving when she was talking, and like I didn't really notice it at first, like when because we were in a venue, right? It was like super dark.
Yeah.
But like once we got outside and like I couldn't take my eyes off, it was just like immediate ick.
Oh no. So like you kissed her and stuff though, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, we were on the heat of the moment in the show, and it was, kind of dark inside, and it felt really good at the moment. But like once we got outside and like the street lights and stuff, like it's just like, I mean, this thing is not just like a nose ring; it's like a wind chime, like on her face. Like I could not stop looking at it. Like I had like a nightmare about it that night. Like it was bad.
Oh no!
And that's the reason, just that?
I mean, yeah, I just could not stop looking at it. Like the whole time she was talking to me, I was just like, this is just, I just could not do it. It was not.
What if she took it out? Can you just not unsee it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it feels like, I don't know, man. It seems like kind of like part of her whole like look and aesthetic, and like I don't know. I was not feeling it.
All right. Well, thank you for telling us. Appreciate that. I want to know how big this nose ring is. Hey, Rachel, how big is your nose ring?
A wind chime for your face.
Zayne,
really?
Zayne, that's Rachel. She's been listening and wants to talk to you.
Okay. Did not realize you were on there too. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was a little like aesthetic takedown. So you're ghosting me because of my style with my like average size nose ring, my nose jangle.
Yeah, look, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. It's just not for me. All right, it's just not. I'm not going to do it.
You made out with me like you were going to propose, and then you disappeared because my jewelry wasn't minimal enough for your sensitive indie eyes.
Yeah, come on, like that's kind of funny, but like it's not personal, right? I couldn't unsee it. Like the thing just felt like it had like its own like personality. Like I was like on a date.
Oh, his name is Gerald. he swings when I laugh, and you two would have been great friends.
You named it.
Okay.
Okay, that's kind of funny, actually.
Okay, but like you're such a poser. Like you're acting like you're into punk shows, but you can't handle a nose ring.
But no, look, come on, I'm obviously, clearly I'm into punk shows, all right? Like, I mean, I just don't want to date the merch table, you know?
Whoa.
And I don't want to date a suit who fakes his way through life.
What are you talking about? Doesn't make any sense.
Listen, I'm going to keep your jacket, Zayne. You don't deserve it. It's too cool for you.
Okay. You know what? You can keep the jacket because I don't really ever want to see that thing again, honestly.
Zayne, would you like another date with Rachel? We'll pay for it.
Nah, that's going to be a hard pass from you guys.
Ooh, cool. You know, Gerald feels the same way, and he doesn't want to see you again. So, yeah, I'm with Gerald. We don't want to see you again. We don't need this date.
Cool, I got it. God, you named your nose ring Gerald. You know, cool. I'm going to let you guys have a happy life together. And you know what? You can keep the jacket. You know, I don't ever need to wear that thing again.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you have a ton more in your closet because you're such a fake poser and you just have them there to, like, try and be cool and recapture your youth, bro. Got it.
If one of us wins, we all win. I'm Ashley Rayfeld, the host of the podcast Good Luck With That. Good Luck With That is a skateboarding podcast about the past, present, and future of women and gender-expansive skateboarding. In our show, we'll talk with skaters like Bobby Delfino on pushing style, culture, and the conversation forward. You break down the door, sick, now like hold the door for everyone. I believe in that solely. So listen to Good Luck With That on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What are the cycles fathers pass down that sons are left to heal? What if being a man wasn't about holding it all together, but learning how to let go? This is a space where men speak truth and find the power to heal and transform. I'm Mike Della Rocha. Welcome to Sacred Lessons.
Listen to Sacred Lessons on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The show was ahead of its time to represent a Black family in ways that television hadn't shown before.
Exactly. It's Thelma Hopkins, also known as Aunt Rachel.
And I'm Kelly Williams, or Laura Winslow. On our podcast, Welcome to the Family with Thelma and Kelly, we're rewatching every episode of Family Matters. We'll share behind-the-scenes stories about making the show.
Yeah, we'll even bring in some special guests to spill some tea. Listen to Welcome to the Family with Thelma and Kelly on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dr. Laurie Santos from the Happiness Lab here. It's the season of giving, and this year, my podcast, The Happiness Lab, is partnering with Give Directly, a nonprofit that provides people in extreme poverty with the cash they need as part of the Pods Fight Poverty campaign. Our goal this year is to raise $1 million, which will bring over 700 families out of extreme poverty. Your donation will put cash directly in the hands of these families in need, and they'll get to decide how to use it, whether that's school transportation, purchasing livestock, or starting a business. Plus, if you're a first-time donor, your gift will be matched by Giving Multiplier, which means more money for those in need. Visit givedirectly.org/happiness-lab to learn more and to donate. That's givedirectly.org/happiness-lab.
On the podcast Health Stuff, we are tackling all the health questions that keep you up at night.
I'm Dr. Priyanka Wali, a double board certified physician.
And I'm Hari Kondabolu, a comedian and someone who once Googled, "Do I have scurvy?" at 3 a.m. And on our show, we're talking about health in a different way, like our episode where we look at diabetes.
In the United States, 50% of Americans are pre-diabetic.
How preventable is type 2?
Extremely. Listen to Health Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
I'm always surprised when we get emails for the second date update how many people have met at the gym. I just say that because for me as a guy, I just feel like I'm going to get smacked if I walk up to a girl, you know?
It's almost too obvious.
Yeah, we've got Hunter on the phone right now. Hunter emailed us about a girl named Holly that he met at the gym. Right, Hunter?
Yeah, that's exactly right. She works out at my gym, and she's really fine. So I kind of toughed it up
Nice.
and asked her out on a date.
All right, how'd you do that, man? How do you hit on a girl at the gym without just seeming like a creep?
Well, I was very direct, and I made sure that I set the groundwork by sort of working out really, really good around her so that she knew I was sort of...
All right.
Did you grunt a lot? Because usually women really like that.
I didn't grunt, but I made sure I was all pumped and primed.
Okay.
I was flexing hard.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do? It says in your email that you went to a bar for drinks.
Yeah, we went right around, there's a bar right by our gym. We went right there, and we just hung out for a couple of drinks. Nothing crazy or sloppy. We just talked, and it was great, man.
All right.
It was a fantastic date.
Wait, you just went straight from the gym, like the moment you asked her out, and went straight to the bar?
No. I asked her out, and then we planned to go right after a workout.
Okay.
So you got like cleaned up or whatever and then went.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. What did you like about her, besides that she was fine? I mean, maybe that's her only quality. I have no idea.
No. She was great in a bunch of different ways. I mean, most of it was that I could just say anything to her. We just had conversations about everything. It's like nothing was off limits. It was just a really easy-flowing dialogue about, footwear to tattoos.
Uh-huh.
It was just like it was just like synergy,
Yeah. Then how did the date end?
It ended with a kiss. Again, we weren't drunk, so it wasn't like sloppy or crazy. Really simple kiss.
Nice.
But the whole thing felt great.
Uh-huh.
All right. I like the way you describe things, Hunter.
Yeah.
I feel like Hunter practices his first kiss.
Yeah.
At home, like the hand gently around the back of her head, the other hand on the small of her back as you bring her close to you.
Giving himself pointers. That's too sloppy. Try again.
Hunter, did you try and call her?
Well, first I was just going to be cool about it. I was going to try to sort of catch her at the gym and that kind of thing. But I just hadn't seen her. So then, I called her, and it was just sort of not a lot of response.
What do you mean not a lot? Like none or some?
None.
Oh, okay.
That's not a lot, yeah. All right. So how long has it been since your date?
It's been a little over a week now.
A little over a week. All right, and you started to panic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
How many times have you hit her up, man?
Well, not counting looking for her in the gym, which I don't think she knows about. Just like twice.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I'm picturing Hunter now creepily stalking her through the gym.
I feel like he's in the...
I'm cool about it.
Yeah,
All right.
whatever. You're in the women's locker room. Don't lie, Hunter.
All right, Hunter, we're going to call her right after this song and see if we can get your second date update, okay?
Awesome.
All right, just hang out for like 3 minutes.
Here I am. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Hunter is on the phone with us. He's a very direct dude that met a girl at the gym and is trying to get a hold of her and had a little kiss at the end, and then he hasn't heard from her. Hunter?
Yes.
You ready to get her on the phone?
I am. I just got real nervous, though.
Yeah? Have you ever been blown off by a girl before, Hunter?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
It's happened.
Yeah. What was the reason then?
Well, they never called back. I don't know.
Okay. That's a good point.
Good answer.
Very
We
good
weren't
point.
doing the second date update yet, so we had no other resource.
All right, Hunter.
All right. We're going to call her right now, see if we can get Holly on the phone.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, can I speak to Holly, please?
This is Holly.
Holly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on the radio station Moving 92.5.
You're a radio station?
Well, I work for a radio station. I'm a human being. But I...
Okay. Why? I'm sorry. Why is a radio station...
Let me explain why, okay? We host a morning show, and we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where somebody goes out on a date with someone and then gets blown off. They email us to call that person and figure out why.
You're calling me because I went on a date with someone?
Yep. And you didn't call that person back?
That's really weird.
We went out with a guy named Hunter who you met at your gym.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he's tried to call you after you guys went out for drinks and hasn't heard from you, so he wanted to know why.
Okay. You have to realize that this is really weird.
we do. Normally people are a little weirded out by it, but just relax and go with it.
Okay. So, yeah, I went on a date with Hunter. Did he tell you about our date, or?
Yeah, he said you guys went out for drinks and had great conversation, and like you talked about everything under the sun, and it was fantastic.
Well, I just think that he doesn't really have an idea of what
first date conversation might consist of.
What did he say that was so bad?
For some reason, I mentioned how much work ladies take to, upkeep themselves, and I was running a little late to meet him because I had shaved my legs.
Okay.
And then he took that and ran with the idea of personal upkeep.
Uh-oh. Did he talk about...
On his part?
Did he tell you about, like, his manscaping or something?
Yes, that was definitely a word that was used in this conversation.
So you're just like, yeah, sorry about that. I was a little late. I had to shave my legs. Like, oh, no problem. I would have been here late, too. I got a little 5 o'clock shadow on my down there. Like,
he would not stop talking about it, about how he just, keeps himself so groomed and how he likes his area to look very nice all the time.
Hold on a second. Grooming's important.
Okay.
Hey, Holly, that's Hunter who just said that. Hunter's on the phone with us.
What?
Hey. Hi.
Oh, my God. He just heard everything I just said.
I know. I was earnestly listening to every word.
And what's your excuse, Hunter?
Listen, I think you're amazing, Holly, and when I get excited, I overshare. I didn't realize I was oversharing too much on the grooming part. I didn't get into shapes or shapes.
Oh, God.
Holly?
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
Are you more uncomfortable now or when he was talking about the state of his junk?
I heard all of this already, so I'm pretty over the being uncomfortable about it at this point.
Can you see that he actually really liked you and would go to any cost to reach out to you?
Yeah, but there's a line, right? Like, first date. I mean, you got to know when to hold back a little.
Hunter, is there anything you want to say to her?
Well, just that, now that we've established some lines, I can totally observe those. And if we had a second date, there's a whole lot of stuff I won't say.
Hunter, how do you make her feel more comfortable about doing the second date update, though? She sounds like that kind of creeped her out, too.
Yeah, that might not have been 100%. But I get nervous, and I get really excited. And I'm very excited at the thought of going out on a second date with you because I think you're amazing. And if I'm guilty of anything, it's oversharing.
Holly, we'll send you out on a second date with Hunter again if you'd agree to go. We will pay for it. Would you be willing to give it another shot?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, Hunter, you seemed pretty calm when I talked to you at the gym, and then we went out, and it was like, are you just that intense of a person?
No, and I'm calm in the gym because I get pretty tired. But it's really you energize me. You just it's you. I think you're an awesome person, and that makes me excited to be in the room with you.
That's a pretty sweet line. You energize me. I got to remember that one.
That's
dude.
a compliment,
Yeah.
Holly. I think you
that's
should.
Look, that's really sweet to hear, and it's very flattering because I don't think that people react to other people that way very often. So thank you for that.
So what do you say then? Why don't you give him another shot?
It's like you got to let me breathe a little.
Holly, could you at least, maybe agree to take a couple days, think about it, and then maybe get back to Hunter?
I want an answer right now.
No, God.
Holly,
you're just like Hunter.
will you go out with him again? This is just one date. We'll pay for it.
I would be willing to do drinks again because if he gets a little overbearing, then it just can't be, for 3 hours straight.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll send you somewhere for drinks again. We'll buy 2 of them.
Okay, drinks.
Sweet. Hunter, you got your second date, sort of. After a little bit of browbeating, we got you a second date.
That's awesome.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
How many times have you been on the phone with somebody from customer service and all you can think is, man, this is so pleasurable. I'd like to spend more time with them. All the time, right? That seems to be the way it always goes with customer service calls. Well, on today's second date update, this dude Jared is on the phone, and that's how he said he met the girl he went out with, through a customer service call.
What?
We'll get to your date in just a second, Jared, but how in the world do you actually go out with somebody from customer service and not just end up cussing at them? Or maybe that's how you guys bonded. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we didn't cuss at each other at all.
Oh, good.
I figure maybe you just like to argue with people that you go out with. So you got in an argument and you're like, hey, let's go out. You sound fun.
No, not at all, man. I called a bookstore to see if I could put a book on reserve, and this woman answered the phone. Her name was Kelly, and, she was helping me out the entire time, and she sounded super nice, very helpful.
Oh.
I don't know, it's weird.
Wow,
Okay,
she was like doing her job straight.
That makes more sense. You said customer service call, and all I thought was like utility bill or something. I was like, yeah, how did you possibly want to meet that person? But calling somebody at a bookstore is probably a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't explain it. She just kind of like grabbed my attention, her voice, I mean, I don't know if this sounds weird, but like she sounded cute. I don't know if that's a thing.
So wait, how did you go from a phone call to a date? Did you go stalk her at the bookstore?
Well, I went to the bookstore to see if I could meet her in person because, like I said, it just kind of got my attention. Plus, I had to get the book anyway, kill two birds with one stone.
The only reason I think that this is okay is because she said yes to the date. Like, the lead-up does sound a little weird.
Well, he has to get his book anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you were going there for the book. Might as well try to catch a glimpse of her and see if she's as cute as she sounded.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I get there, and unfortunately, when I got there, she was not at the counter. It was actually a different guy. And, so I, in my best way, without sounding like a creep, asked him if Kelly was around. And I asked for her, and I just basically made stuff up about why I needed to talk to her.
Uh-huh.
And it sounds awful. I know. On paper, it sounds horrible.
I mean, it could have sounded normal if you were like, I just wanted to thank her for the help.
That's true.
Yeah.
What did you make up?
I told him that, I talked to her specifically, and she knew about the book specifically, and it would just be a lot easier than talking to him because, I didn't want to tell him he didn't know anything. But luckily, he brought her out eventually.
Oh, my God. What was that like, though? Because you know nothing about her. You don't know what she looks like. You don't know if she's single. You don't know how old she is.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, if I wasn't, attracted to her, I'd just get my book and then leave. That was kind of what I was thinking.
Okay, and obviously you liked what you saw, so did you just ask her out right then?
No. So I basically, this poor woman, I kept asking 1,000 questions that I didn't actually care about. And we basically just led her around the circle in the bookstore. And long story short, I actually grabbed 9 books.
9?
It seems a bit excessive, but I was really just trying to see how much I could find out about her within a short time and see if it was someone I wanted to ask out.
Okay.
So did she know that you were the guy that she talked to on the phone?
Yeah, she did.
She did. And so when did you ask her out?
So I asked her out when I was cashing out the books. And, I asked her if she wanted to grab dinner sometime.
Okay.
And to my surprise, she said yes.
Okay, so how was dinner?
Dinner went really well. We went somewhere. It was kind of right in the in-between. It wasn't fast food, and it wasn't a super fancy restaurant,
Okay.
So
good call.
It was fun.
Okay.
But honestly, all I could think about is there's maybe one awkward moment, but it's so tiny. I can't imagine that it could have affected it, but there was one awkward moment.
How tiny is it?
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
This sounds so stupid, but I had to excuse myself at one point to go to the restroom, and so when I pushed back in my chair to stand up, the chair, squeaked against the floor. It kind of sounded like I farted, and I was super self-conscious about it.
Oh.
And so, I immediately just blurted out, oh, that wasn't me, that was the chair.
Now it sounds like
Yeah, now it does sound like you farted. And you're getting up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me sound better.
Yeah.
No,
Did she
at
laugh?
all.
What was her reaction?
So she just said that basically she would have never noticed if I didn't bring it up, which made me feel even more uncomfortable.
So what happened next?
We got our check. I paid for the meal, and I walked her to her car, and I was kind of trying to figure out, see if there's an opening to move in to kiss her.
Nice.
And I couldn't find one. And, before I could even try, she ended up reaching in and hugging me. And that's how the date ended.
Okay.
That's not terrible.
Yeah,
A hug's always
not bad.
neutral.
A hug is good. At least she touched you,
Mm-hmm.
even though you farted. All right, so how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I texted her one time after the date, basically just saying, hey, I had a really good time, and then that was it.
Okay, and you haven't been lurking in the bookshop where she works or anything?
No, God, I would never do that. I mean, I've thought about it, but I would not do it.
Yeah, that's good. All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, guys.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that whole story of how you met Kelly, the girl you want to call on a second date update today. It reminds me of that movie, you know, from like the 90s where the guy met the girl and then they, you know, fell in love and stuff. Remember that movie?
Yeah. Tom Hanks was in that, wasn't he?
Remember that movie where that guy met that girl?
Yeah, every movie.
Just the way you're talking about it, how you called a bookstore to reserve a book and then thought she sounded cute, so you went in there and asked her out and you guys went out to dinner. Reminds me exactly of that movie where that guy met that girl and they fell in love. You remember the kiss in that movie? Such a good kiss.
Big kiss.
Remember that, Jared?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they were like standing out there in the weather.
Yeah.
And then they kissed out there, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like sunny, rainy, windy conditions. There's all kinds of...
It really made an impact on you.
Yeah,
Really.
great movie.
Yeah.
Loved that movie, and that's what this reminds me of. So I'm hoping you get a second date. Even though you didn't get a kiss at the end of the date, you just got a hug. But we'll call Kelly right now and find out why she isn't calling you back. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And I didn't hear, I mean, I know that you thought Kelly was cute and you liked her voice, but what did you actually really like about her?
I mean, just the fact that we could have, like, normal conversation. She's got a great sense of humor, and, you know, we had a lot of things in common.
She just did that thing
Yeah.
with her hair
Oh, the hair thing.
or her lip or the smile, right?
Thing.
Yeah,
In the weather.
just like that movie.
Yeah.
Right before you guys kissed out there in the weather.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Okay, well,
Yes.
let's continue the love story right now. And I'm going to call her and see if we can figure out why she isn't getting back to you. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kelly?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, because you said like you were confused.
I think she knows her name.
Kelly, this is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
How can I help you?
Nothing I can really think of right now.
I don't, she
Okay, how
wants
can
to
I
know
help you,
why-
Kelly?
Okay.
Is there a reason why you're calling me?
Oh, that's it. All right, thanks for getting me back on track. Kelly, have you ever heard of the show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning before?
No.
No. Okay. Have you ever heard of a segment that people do on radio shows called the Second Date Update?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, we're a radio show, like I said, and we do that segment. And that's where
Okay.
if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and figure out what happened. Okay? Are you thoroughly confused?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we got an email from a dude named Jared that you went out with.
Okay.
Okay, and he's wondering why you're not getting back to him.
Oh my God. Seriously?
Was that a good oh my God or a bad oh my God? I couldn't tell.
Bad.
Bad.
Really bad.
All right,
So there's
really
a-
bad, okay.
You have a reason why you're not calling him back.
Yeah.
Really?
Can you tell us what it is?
I'm really, really surprised that he doesn't know. And the fact that he doesn't know means he's clueless. Like, really.
Wow, it's that
No,
obvious.
he's
Really?
really clueless. You're right.
Yeah,
Because
he's always...
his description, it sounded like a lovely date. Like you guys got along, you had good conversation.
Yeah, it almost sounded like that movie from the 90s.
Oh, God, don't start
You know where the
again.
guy and the girl meet? You probably know what I'm talking about, but it sounded like a nice date.
Well, it was a great date. We were having a great conversation until the end.
Okay.
The end,
So what-
he ruined it at the
Yeah,
end.
What happened at the end?
So the waitress comes over, asks us if we want dessert. We say no. And she's like, do you want to take this home? And he's like, sure. And she's like, 2 boxes? And he's like, oh, no, you can just put it all in one. And then she takes our plate and puts all the food in one box, and it comes back, and he says nothing.
And he takes it?
So wait,
He took the box?
He took your leftovers?
Yeah.
He, like, robbed you in
He
front of
took
you?
your he stole your leftovers.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and the weird part is, like, I had fettuccine Alfredo, right? And I had, like, more than half sitting there that I was going to, like, eat for lunch the next day. So it's like, how could you not see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's weird not to let the other person have an opportunity at their food.
Did you, like, make mention that you didn't like it at some point? Like, over half is a lot left. Maybe he thought you didn't like it and he would enjoy it.
It's not that I didn't even like it. It's just that, you know, in restaurants they give huge sizing of food, and it's like a lot. So I could only eat so much, and plus I'm nervous. This is my first date with him, and
So wait, but you liked him all the way up until this point. Like, I feel like you should take some responsibility and not speaking up and saying, no, I want my leftovers. Like, there had to have been an opportunity where you could have interjected.
I don't want to fight the guy for leftovers. I mean, he should have more consideration.
Yeah. I mean, that might put an awkward tone to your date, too. If you pipe up, you're like, no, give me my food. And then you guys are fighting over your fettuccine. That would be weird.
I just think that, like, it's a weird thing, but I don't think it's a reason not to call somebody back.
Oh, food is a big reason.
I don't. You had a great date.
She never said great. She said it was okay.
And when I was driving home, it just dawned on me, like, this guy just stole my lunch.
He pretty much did, yeah. He just took your food and didn't even ask. I guess I kind of get it.
Wow.
Kelly, would you like to ask him about it ever? Or you just don't want to talk to him?
No, I'm done with him. He's selfish and inconsiderate.
Okay.
Wow.
Jared, did you hear that? You're selfish and inconsiderate.
Yeah. I heard that.
Wait. He's on the phone right now?
Yeah. Forgot to tell you that. Jared is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. That's why we called.
I cannot believe this.
Sorry.
Listen, you don't understand. Like, I took that stuff for my mom. Okay, I was trying to take it home for my mom.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
I know it sounds weird, but, like, I see my mom every weekend, and I just wanted to bring her some food, so I figured if I took the leftovers, I could bring it over to her place and give her some food. That's why I did it, honestly.
Oh, my gosh.
You're bringing your date's partially eaten leftovers to your mother?
Partially eating? Are you kidding me? I was watching the whole time. She barely even touched it.
Okay, so you took your date's full meal home to your mom, basically.
It was not your meal. It was my meal. You had no right to do that without asking me. I had half of the fettuccine Alfredo. Half.
I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Like, first off, I'm feeding my mom. It's a nice thing to do. That's a good quality to have in a person. And second off, to be honest, like, I paid for it. It's technically my food.
I thought that was going to be your argument the whole time, not that your mother was hungry.
I mean, both. It can be both. I had to feed my mom. I paid for this food. That's my food, Like, I don't understand how that's such a deal breaker, She barely touched it. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me.
Well, maybe I would have said yes, but you never once mentioned your mother or anything. No explanation. You just took my food, and it was like, what?
Well, I mean, now that you know why I did it, you think I'm a good person at least, right?
No, not at all.
Not one bit. It's trying to feed his mom.
Come on, trying to feed his family.
I'm really conflicted on this one.
It's a weird one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I even believe the whole mom story. I mean, it sounds like you just wanted to eat my food. That's what I think.
Listen, I'll be completely 100% honest with you. When I did bring it to my mom, I did try some of it, and it was okay.
It was just okay.
Just
so
an okay review.
He kind of saved you the pain of having to deal with that food anymore, Kelly.
This is unbelievable. I don't get this guy.
Well, would you like to get him again? Because, Kelly, you can go on a second date with Jared. We'll pay for it. Would you like to go out with him again?
You want me to go on another date with this guy and so he can take my food and give it to his mom? No.
His mom's apparently hungry.
Well, if we're paying for it, it's my food, and I'll tell it he can't take your half.
Listen, Kelly, if we do like a date during the middle of the week, you can totally have the food because I won't need to take it to my mom on the weekend.
Oh, see? There you go, Kelly. What do you think? Still a no?
No, you're so weird. I really don't get you.
I'm sorry, Jared. No second date.
Kelly, how about this? Next time we go on a date, I'll bring my mom and we can all have meals and I'll buy them all separately and everyone can go home with what they bought.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a solution.
Still a no, Kelly?
No.
Okay.
No second date with the mother.
Sorry, Jared.
Well, this is a bummer. My mom's going to be real upset. I told her about you and, how nice the day went. So.
Stop talking about your mom. This is ridiculous. Just hang up the phone. I'm done with you.
All right. Well, at least we learned one thing from today's second date update, and that one thing is if you want to date Jared, just make sure you order enough for yourself and his mom also.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
It's actually kind of split with people texting in right now at 78592 about today's second date update. Yeah. A lot of people are calling the dude a weirdo, but some people are saying that the girl should just plan on buying her own lunch.
It is.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it real quick. This dude, Jared, wanted to call a girl named Kelly. They went out to dinner, and the reason she wasn't calling him back was because after dinner, he took her leftovers.
Yeah.
And he said he was taking them because he wanted to give them to his mom.
And he thought that was like a sweet thing. Like, look how close I am with my mom. But she thought it was weird that he just took her leftovers. He didn't even ask. He just had her leftovers boxed up, and then he took them. And she thought it was a very weird move, and she was planning on taking those leftovers for lunch. And people are like, she should buy her own damn lunch. And other people are like, yeah, that's weird. Don't take somebody's leftovers.
I feel like they're missing out on a great opportunity because they're both very passionate about leftovers.
Yeah.
Which
that's true.
could be the common thing that binds them together, not tears them apart.
Well, she thought it was weird and didn't want to go out with him again, so they're not going on a second date. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, just email us and we'll call the person who didn't call you back. It is Friday, and that means Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week coming up in just a few minutes at 8:10.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When we do these second date updates, I'm always interested in hearing the story of the date and what happened and why people think they might not be getting a call back. But actually today, I think I'm more interested in hearing about all the other failed dates that this person has been on.
Oh, the list is that long. It's always so sad.
We got an email from Jackie. She wants to do a second date update today. She's kind of back on the dating scene, I guess, after getting divorced and stuff like that. But she says that she's been dating a little bit, and she's had a bunch of weird experiences. So, Jackie, can we actually talk about the weird experiences instead of the person that you want to talk about?
Oh, no. I'd rather not, really.
Oh, my God. I hear from single people that listening to these are often just depressing because they're like, this is what the dating scene is. Great.
Yeah, it's so depressing. I mean, the guys that are out there are so weird. The first date I went out on, he wouldn't stop smelling my hair for like the first hour of the date. I was like, what are you doing? You know, like some personal space, please.
Like he just,
it was weird.
He just sat there smelling your hair?
Yes, it was freaky. It was like, you know,
I don't
I don't even know you.
Sounds like a normal date to me, Jackie. I think you are just out of touch. So your email said you haven't been dating in a long time because you went through divorce and all that kind of stuff. How long has it been since you've been out in the dating world?
Oh, my gosh, probably 15 years.
Wow.
Oh, that's a while. That's a while. That's probably kind of
Yeah.
scary getting back in the game, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It's really kind of bizarre, and I feel like, you know, like I'm a kid all over again, and, you know, that's not a good thing.
But the guy that you want to call today, his name's John?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so this was a positive experience for you.
Yes. Finally, I met this guy. He was so cute and tall and beautiful eyes and great smile and sense of humor, and told him about my kids. He seemed totally cool with that.
Wow.
We had this wonderful night and ended with this fabulous, passionate kiss. And I was like, oh, my gosh, you know, finally a good one. And then I never heard from him.
Can I ask you, where did you meet him?
I met him online, but I feel kind of weird about even saying that. It's like I'm kind of ashamed even to admit that, but I don't know where else to meet people. I mean,
Hey, that's where everybody meets
Yes.
people now. I mean, you have to sift through the hair sniffers and the other weird people. But you've done that and clearly met somebody that you liked. What did you guys do?
he took me dancing, and I haven't been out dancing in I don't know how long, but we just had a blast.
Are we talking like grinding, or are we talking like ballroom dancing?
No, we went to a club, and you know, they had music of all different genres and stuff. So it wasn't like, I don't know, rap music that you can't really dance to. It was like fun music, and we just had such a blast together. We had a really good time.
Okay, why do you think he's not calling you back if you had such a great time?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, what? I know I've been out of this whole thing for a while. I don't know how it all works. Are you supposed to wait 3 weeks before you call someone back? I don't know. I mean, I never understood. Listen, I never understood guys when I was a kid. I don't understand them now either. I mean, I'll forget it.
All right.
And what are you looking for? Like when you're out dating, if you were to go on a second date with John, are you hoping that it would turn into a relationship, or are you just looking to have some fun?
Well, I think I would like a relationship again, I mean, I wouldn't take it super fast. I think I would want to take it kind of slow and kind of get to know the person pretty well before I got involved after having such a disaster with my first husband. But, yeah, I'd like to meet someone. I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. My kids are going to grow up, and then what? I'll be all by myself.
Did he know about the kids before you guys went out?
Yes. Yeah,
he did. Okay.
On my profile, it's very, I made sure that people knew that because I know that could be a problem, and maybe it is, and he was just being nice about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did that conversation go when you talked about your kids?
He seemed fine with it. I mean, he's never been married before. He doesn't have any kids of his own, but he had some nephews and nieces, and he seemed like he really liked hanging out with them and playing with them and stuff. So
That's not bad, because you bring up kids with me on a date, and it's like a hole through the wall like a cartoon character. I bust out of there so quickly. Some guys are like that,
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Right, exactly.
But you wouldn't go on a date with somebody who had it on their profile to begin with.
Well, it depends on what you look like.
You're Such an awful person.
Okay, so how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since you've gone out?
I texted him the next day to say, thanks for such a great night out. Look forward to seeing you again. And then I think I called him like 2 or 3 days later, but that was it. I don't want to be like a stalker, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to call him? Is he supposed to call me? I don't know.
Has he said anything back to you at all?
No, it was silence, like crickets. Nothing.
And you can't think of one thing that was awkward.
The only thing I can think of is that he's like a little bit younger than me.
And by a little, you mean?
Well, like 12 years.
Oh.
He's 12 years old?
Way to go, girl.
Just say he's...
No, and I would not be saying way to go if he was 12.
12 years younger. Okay, I just heard 12 years. I was like, wait a second, Jackie, you're doing this wrong. All right, so that could
not allowed to use the phone.
Yeah. That could maybe possibly be a thing, though, to be 12 years younger than somebody. Some people might care about that.
Yeah, I guess 12 years might be kind of a lot for some people, but he seemed to be okay with it. And I put my age out there. I was very, honest on my profile. I know a lot of people, put a lot of garbage up there and lie and all that, but I was really honest, and people tell me I look a lot younger than my age, and and because all my information was out there, he knew what he was getting into. It wasn't like I showed up and it was a surprise, right?
Unless he was I don't know, maybe giving it a try for the first time and then noticed that, we actually don't have anything in common.
No, maybe. I thought guys like the cougar thing. I don't know.
I like you.
Well, we'll find out. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Jackie is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy named John today. They met online. She's had a string of bad dates and apparently has just jumped back into the dating world after getting a divorce and stuff. They went out, danced a little bit, and now he's not calling her back. She has no idea why, except she thinks it could have been because she has 2 kids and maybe that kind of scared him off. Jackie?
Yeah?
You know what I'm thinking might have scared him off?
Oh, no, what?
Your ability to twerk. That's right.
Twerk that out.
Maybe, just maybe, you were dropping it a little too hard on the dance floor, Jackie. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't like the way I dance. I don't know.
I can hear it in your voice. You know how to get down, don't you?
Twerker, bro.
Yeah.
She's a twerker, bro. Oh my God, that would probably have been shocking for him, seeing that you are 12 years older than he is.
Well, I don't do all those workouts for nothing.
Yeah.
I've been doing that insanity thing for years, trying to keep myself in good shape. So come on.
you.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number now and see why he's not calling you back, okay?
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is John there?
This is John.
Hey, John, how are you? This is Jubal. I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay. I think I heard of you. What's this about?
Well, I wanted to ask you a few questions if you have a second.
About what?
About your dating life.
That is.
That's weird.
Well, I'll explain. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after the date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask why. So you recently went on a date with one of our listeners. Her name is Jackie.
Oh, okay. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
So Jackie told us about your date and said that she actually liked you a lot and wanted to see you again, but she's wondering why you're not answering her phone calls.
She's really great. I just don't think it's going to be right, though.
Is there a particular reason?
It's just sometimes you just don't match up. That's all.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that she's 12 years older than you?
No, I knew that. I knew that before we went out. So, and she's really fun. She's really great, and I hope she finds somebody great to be with.
Okay, if she's so great, then why don't you want to go out with her again?
Yeah, it's just I want what's best for her. So.
Do you feel like you guys are looking for different things in life?
Yeah. I think I just want her to really be happy. She deserves that.
It sounds kind of like you're dancing, John. Be honest. Yeah. Is it the age thing? Like, you can tell us the truth.
No. She doesn't even look her age. Actually, she looks great.
So she's great, fun to be around.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, sounds awful.
And has kids and you don't mind kids. So everything about her is perfect for you, and that's why you don't want to see her again.
I really like her. I think she's awesome, but I think that in the end, it's not going to work out. So
why?
Well, did she tell you that she's divorced too?
Yeah, she did. She told us all that.
Yeah.
And did she tell you about like what her ex-husband's like?
No. She did. We could have gone into that, but I was more concerned with hearing about your date with her, not her ex-husband.
Not rehashing her marital problems.
Yeah.
Well, he's just like he just really has his stuff together. He's this big-time investment banker and very successful, and probably provided a lot for her that I just can't do.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You realize he was also a bag who she divorced, right? And doesn't like at all.
I don't really know too much of the details of why they got divorced or anything. We didn't really talk that much about that. I just know I'm barely getting my life started. I just started working in public relations, and I'm not going to be able to give her that.
That is so unfair to her, dude. Not only are you saying that, it just implies that she is looking for someone with money.
No, but it's not even like that at all, though. I'm just talking about that there's a standard of living that people are used to being at, and I can't fit into that for her. I can't give her that. That's real. That's like very real. It's not anything bad about her. In fact, that's what I'm trying to say is I think she's really great, and I want her to have what she should have in life, and I can't give that.
Yeah, but don't you think that maybe she has her own money and her own way of life, and that actually maybe she wasn't reliant on her ex-husband at all?
I don't know about that. I don't think that we're in the same place in our lives. And if you talk to her, can you just tell her I had a really wonderful time with her, and I really want the best for her?
I can do that, but why don't you do it yourself? Because she's actually on the phone listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah. Jackie?
Hi, John. Listen, I think you're great, and I wish you didn't feel that way because none of that stuff matters to me at all, really.
But it's going to. Look, you're used to a guy that's really put together and has everything kind of figured out, and I'm just getting started, and I'm just kind of figuring out where I fit in life right now. And
no, but I like that about you. I like that you're excited and looking forward to the future and have all kinds of ideas and things. I've already been there, done that with a guy who's a jerk. I don't need to go down that road again.
You like it now, but in 2 months it's going to be boring to you, and you're going to want more. You're going to want to go out and go on crazy vacations that cost a lot of money that I can't give you.
Oh my God, you are so jumping to conclusions. What are you saying?
That's where it's headed. Like that's why we went out. That's where it's going to go eventually, and I can't do it.
Well, really, none of that matters. I just wanted somebody that I could really click with, and I thought we had a great time together.
You like me now, but the thing is you're driving up to meet me in a Mercedes, and I'm driving up to meet you in like a 1999 Toyota. It doesn't match up.
Yeah, but from the sounds of it, you're the only one that's concerned about it. She's not concerned about it.
Yeah, but long term, it's not going to work out.
Nobody said anything about long term. We could just hang out and hook up,
Whoa!
Yeah, girl.
I like her.
Did you mean hook up in the way that I think you meant hook up, Jackie?
You know what that means, right?
I don't know. I just wanted to have some fun, and I don't want to be that serious.
As you should. You are making up for some lost time.
That's right. That's right. I never said I wanted to get married right now. I don't want anything serious right away. I just want to go and have some fun.
Yeah.
And John, you look like you could be a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, that's different from what I thought.
Yeah, it sounds to me, John, like Jackie is not interested in a long-term thing with you at all. She wants to chew you up and spit you out.
Which would be cool to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, would you guys like to go out on a second date? John, we will pay for it.
Oh, man.
You know what? As long as there's no long-term expectations, then then hell yeah, I'd love to go out again.
Oh my gosh.
Does that sound okay with you, Jackie?
Oh, I think I've made my point. That sounds more than okay to me.
All right. Well, congratulations, you two. It's a successful second date update. We'll send you out again.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see you, John. And just like Jubal said, there may be some chewing and there may be some spitting out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of people try to find fun games to play when they're on a first date. Usually it's something boring like checkers or Chinese checkers or Italian checkers. Basically, people play checkers on first dates all the time. But the guy in today's second date update, Mike, chose to play a different game. He didn't go the checker route.
Oh, wow.
Curveball.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? How are you?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. I read your email. Way to be bold and not play checkers on a first date, man.
Yeah, thanks. I thought that was a little too run-of-the-mill,
Yeah. See, exactly. Mike knows what I'm talking about. Everybody's always playing checkers on first dates, huh?
I know.
Why are we so obsessed with checkers right now?
I don't know, bro.
What did you do on your first date?
Well, so we went to a bar, right? And, we got to the bar, and I wanted to do something fun, and I wanted to break the ice. And so I decided, the two of us should play this game together,
Okay, what game?
I thought we'll look at the bar, and we'll pick out a person, and we'll guess that person's name and what they do for a living.
Oh, I like that game. I play that game. I don't know that there's a name for that game, but I often play that game.
Yeah, it's fun. You get to show each other, a little bit of your personality. You laugh.
Yeah, and you get to judge people all at the same time.
No, it's not judging
It's super
people.
fun.
It's just like making funny backstories about how maybe they worked at a manure plant a while back.
Totally, yeah. So after the game, I thought, let's go talk to them and actually see how did we do.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That's risky. Did you just go up to him and be like, hey, we've been watching you all night trying to guess what you do for a living, and we want to see if we're right, and then ask them a bunch of questions?
So, you go up to them and you just sort of casually ask them about themselves, and you just try and drop it in. It's easy to start with the name, right? And then you naturally get to what they do for a living. And it turns out we got one guy right.
So what did this guy do that you got right?
Well, so he works in IT, and we looked at him. We saw his T-shirt. It was a computer graphic, and he was wearing some glasses, and he was nursing his drink in the corner. And we both thought IT, and we're talking to him, and he tells us he works in IT. And as soon as he said that, just instinct, she and I high five, and he looks at us real weird.
Yeah. Maybe he just thinks you're really passionate about IT jobs. Hell yeah, guys, can I get in on that high five too?
Yeah, we totally would have high fived him. It was a great moment.
Okay, so it sounds like you had a good time.
Yes, it was so much fun. We kept going around and meeting more people, and there was this other table that we introduced ourselves to, and we hung out with them. We laughed. I was enjoying myself. She was enjoying herself. Wow. This table, they enjoyed hanging out with us.
Hey!
Everything sounds great till this point. How'd you end everything?
We both had to be up for work the next day, and we both decided, let's call it a night. And we walked outside. I gave her a hug, and it was just it was a really nice date. Nothing awkward. It was just a nice hug at the end, and I haven't heard from her since.
Did you get time through all this game and hanging out with your new group of friends to actually get to know her very well?
I thought so, yeah. I thought we got a chance to show each other how we interact, and there were no awkward silences that I tend to experience on first dates. We got to sort of hang out with each other and see how we interact with lots of different kinds of people. I thought it was awesome.
Okay, so after the date, did you make plans to hang out again?
We didn't make concrete plans, but we both said, yes, let's hang out again. She confirmed that she had a good time,
okay.
And I was, very clear, this was awesome. I'd love to see you again.
You think she's not calling you back then?
I don't know. There was one moment, during the night when, I made one joke about one guy that, I just thought it was a joke that, didn't land right,
Uh-huh. What was the joke?
So we were looking at this one guy trying to guess his name and what he does, and his clothes were real shabby, didn't look like he prized personal hygiene, and I made a comment and a joke about well, he's probably poor.
Oh dude.
Okay, that's not really a joke. That's just mean.
Were you right? Do you know if you were right?
I don't know. We steered clear of that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to poor people anyway, right?
Yeah.
How did she react when you said that? Did she seem upset?
I mean, there was like a look, right? She seemed a little bit like, oh, she winced a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He's poor. You're going to wince.
She didn't wince because of that. She winced because she's a little uncomfortable. And but I didn't think it was more than that. I mean, like, I'm poor. I couldn't care less if she's poor, right? Like, I'm just joking.
Okay,
you know?
so you think maybe she's not calling you back because she didn't like that joke?
I mean, that's really all I can think of.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, I'm really surprised that Mike, who is on the phone to call Deanna right now for another date, isn't getting a call back because normally women love it when you make fun of poor people on dates. Mike, I'm surprised. Like, that's always been a go-to for me. Sometimes we just drive around the city and laugh at homeless people, and it's always gotten me so far with ladies.
Sick, dude.
You're terrible.
That is not fair. That is not at all what I meant. It was a light joke, and it didn't land. It didn't land.
All right, if you're wondering what we're talking about, Mike went out with this girl named Deanna. They went to a bar, and they spent their night playing a fun game where they would look at people and try to guess their occupation and all that, and then even go up to them later and meet them and then find out if they were right. But he feels like she might not be calling back because he had a poorly timed joke where he looked at someone and said, I bet you that guy's just poor. And his date didn't look like she thought it was funny.
It sounds worse here.
I never heard. Did you ever approach the poor guy and find out what he did?
No, we steered clear of him. I thought it was probably not best to revisit.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, just leave that in the past and move forward.
Yeah.
And even then, it sounds like you recovered because you said that she was interested in hanging out again at the end of the night.
It sounded like it, yeah. And like we kept hanging out. We kept meeting these other people. She had a great time.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'm about to dial her phone number right now and see if we can find out why she's not getting back to you, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Deanna, please?
This is Deanna.
Hey, Deanna, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal.
In the morning. Brooke and Jubal's the first name, last name in the morning.
No.
Don't listen to him.
What are you calling me about? What's happening?
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show. And we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah. His name is Mike, and you guys went out on a date the other night.
Oh. Why did he email you guys?
That was a tone change.
Because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So Mike had a really great time. He says he thought you had a good time too, but now you're not calling him back. So.
Well, that's interesting.
That's interesting. You don't think that he had a good time?
You could say that, yeah.
His description of the date is like picture perfect almost. Like you guys were laughing, you're high-fiving, you gave hugs.
Oh, that's true. I thought we had a really good time. I had fun, but apparently he didn't have, good enough time.
Why do you say that?
I mean, how much do you guys know?
Well, we know that you guys went to a bar and then played a game where you would guess people's occupations and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Then went and talked to people and found out if you were right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he told us.
Was it the poor joke? He told us about the poor joke, how he tried to make fun of somebody and it didn't really work very well.
No. The whole thing was us judging people. That was fine.
Okay, so you're into that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I was even joking about somebody saying that they were probably a professional, like, hamburger eater or something. Like we were just joking. It was all in good fun. It was fine.
Okay, so if that didn't bother you, then why don't you think he had a good time?
Okay, so did he tell you, like, we made some friends?
He told us that you guys talked to a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, there was this one group in particular that, like, we kind of ended the evening with. We were sitting at the table and, like, you know, having drinks and having laughs, and, like, we got along really well.
Okay, all that sounds good. Like, you haven't told me anything that sounds bad yet.
So the point is, I had to work in the morning, he had to work in the morning, so it was time to go. You know, we give each other a hug, we say, you know, had a great time, like to see each other again.
And at this point, you think that you guys are going to go out again?
I thought so, yeah. So we say goodbye. And I get home, and one of the girls from the table sent me a friend request on Facebook. So, I accepted her friend request. And, I had not been home that long. And she sent me a message on Facebook saying that she's like, I don't know if you know, but this guy that you were in with is back at the bar. And he was like, she told me, she's there in real time, telling me what's going on with this guy, that he's at the bar, flirting with other girls when he told me he was going to go home.
So he didn't go home.
Yeah, but in the same vein, you guys, it's one date. It's not like you're in a relationship. He has no reason to be.
But I'm just saying it's kind of weird for him to say goodbye to me and go back into the bar where we just had a date and he's hitting on other girls.
Yeah. I guess I could see that.
I'm still on the fence. Is that weird?
I would say that's weird. He said he was going home. He lied. Obviously, he's not that into me. And I'm just not into that.
Okay, well, he said that he was into you.
Well, it seems otherwise.
Okay, well, maybe you want to ask him because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yep. Mike, are you there or have you called another radio show already?
No, come on, guys. Yeah, I'm here. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Mike.
Look, there's a completely reasonable explanation to all of this.
Okay.
I came with a jacket, and when we walked out of the bar, I left it in there. So I went back in to get my jacket.
So you're saying you forgot your jacket and then you accidentally started flirting with other women?
No. I'm saying that I don't get to, have a lot of nights where I get to, socialize. I don't go out a lot. And so when I went back in to get the jacket, I went back to the table that we had been hanging out with, and I just, stayed and I hung out with them, and I had a good time. I wasn't hitting on other girls.
Oh.
Really? So why would this girl tell me that you were?
I have absolutely no idea. I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to, the other guys at the table more than her. She has no reason to send you that. That's way out of line.
So you're just telling me that she just made it up? That she just decided to tell me, just make up that you were flirting with other women? Why? What would she do that for? Why would she tell me that?
Look, yes, were there other women at the bar that I spoke to? Yeah. Was I hitting on them? No, not at all. I
hear you. It just seems different than what I heard, and it just felt really, really crappy, I had a good time with you.
Okay, if you're asking me if I am banging anyone that we met.
Wait, that's the word that you jumped to?
Mike.
I think she said flirting.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You went from 0 to 100.
Well, I just thought, let's put all our cards on the table,
Yeah, put it out there,
wow,
Mike.
You did. You put them all out there.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, Mike, I didn't say you were banging other people.
I just got I feel like I'm being accused here.
Yeah, but she said flirting, Mike.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, call a spade a spade. I know. I don't know. I had a good time.
This is such an intense conversation after a first date.
Yeah.
Mike sounds like a sketch ball, and
I don't know about a sketch ball. That's a little bit harsh.
No, I agree, but both of you sound a little crazy on the phone right now to me.
This is not my fault. I was brought into this on the radio.
Yeah.
I was happy to just leave it alone,
That's true. I'll give you that.
Look, Deanna, I like you. I had a good time, and I obviously wouldn't be calling this radio station to get in touch with you if I was banging somebody else.
Mike, stop it. We get it. We get it, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Deanna, would you like to go on a second date with Mike? We will pay for it. Assure you he's not banging anybody else at that bar.
Please, Deanna, please go out with me again. I swear on my life, on my brother's life, on my mother's life, on my grandmother's life, that I was only going back into that bar to get my jacket.
Wow. You hear that,
Wow.
Deanna? People will die if Mike's lying. So would you go out with him one more time?
I don't want to hurt his mom. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
So that's a yes. So you'll go on a second date with Mike.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Sure, yes.
Oh, Deanna, that's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you. I promise you will not regret it. We'll have a great, great time.
Okay. But keep the banging talk to a minimum.
Awesome.
Brooke Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 says that guy is totally lying. He definitely went back to that bar to hit on other women.
Yes, he was.
If you missed today's second date update, that was taped while Brooke was still here. Jackie is filling in while she's out on maternity leave. Mike wanted to call a girl named Deanna who wasn't calling back after their date. Apparently, while they were out on their first date, they kind of played a game where they would look at people and guess what they did for a living and stuff.
Fun, though. I kinda like that whole thing.
And then they'd go up and talk to those people and find out if they were right. Well, after they left each other for the evening, apparently they made friends with some people, and one of the girls texted her and was like, hey, that guy's back here again, and he's totally hitting on everybody. So she didn't want to call him back because he figured that he was just a player, and he went back to the same bar they were just hanging out at to hit on people. And he swore that he forgot his coat there, and he just ended up, like, hanging out, and he doesn't know a lot of people and have a lot of friends, so he was just having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And she bought it and agreed to go out with him again.
Okay.
So.
She had someone that was almost a stranger, another female that went out of her way to say, girl, he's a dog.
Yeah.
And
Try to
she,
look out.
I mean, and normally girls, that's the kind of girl you want to be friends with.
But you know, Jackie, girls are haters like that. Like if I went back to a bar and I was just like randomly having conversations with like 5 other women that night, somebody's going to be like, he's hitting on girls. That's just how it works. When all I was doing was just trying to hang out with my friends, my new friends that I met because I forgot my jacket.
Yeah, no.
Totally innocent.
No.
Anyway, they
I'm
agreed
not buying it.
to go out again. If you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back. It is Friday, so Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week, just a few minutes away at 8:10. Phone for a second date update today. Met her date in a very unconventional way. In person. At a party.
Weird.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often anymore. Normally it's like Craigslist misconnections or Tinder or Plenty of Fish. But she actually met somebody in person and went out on a date with them. Weird. And now she's not getting a call back. Nicole, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So you actually took the risk and met somebody in person while you were at a party, huh? Tell us about that. That's weird.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that I was going to meet somebody in person at a party. I just, went to a friend's house for a party and got there, and she said, hey, I've got this guy you should meet. So it just kind of fell in my lap.
And you actually met him and talked to him.
Made eye contact.
Face to face, huh?
In the flesh.
Wow. That is crazy. Tell us a little bit about the guy you want to call today.
Well, his name is Travis. And like I said, I was introduced by kind of a friend of a friend. And I am a single mom. I have a 5-year-old.
Okay.
Her dad and I split a couple years ago, so I don't date very often. I mean, I guess I've really only kind of been back on the market for a little while. So when I met him, I didn't really expect to meet someone, and I didn't expect to like somebody.
You weren't out like trying to find somebody to date. It just happened that you...
No.
Okay.
But as soon as I met him, we clicked. I mean, just instantly, the conversation was really great at the party, and so I knew that there was somebody that I would want to go out with.
Okay, so you guys obviously exchanged numbers and went out. What did you do on your date?
We went to dinner. Pretty typical first date, nothing crazy, but just had a really great conversation. It was never awkward. Sometimes you go on a date and it's just there are those moments where you're just like, oh, God, get me out of here.
Right.
Never felt that way.
And did he seem interested in you? I mean, because you seemed super jacked about this date.
Well, hopefully I didn't seem overly eager. I didn't think that I did. I mean, the date went great. He picked me up, and so when he took me home after the date, asked him if he wanted to come in for a nightcap.
Was your kid at home?
She was asleep.
Okay.
And is he a dad, and he's cool with the child thing?
He knew that I have a daughter.
Yeah.
He's not a dad.
Okay.
But he didn't seem to be uncomfortable with the idea of dating a single mom.
Right. He wasn't shocked when there was a babysitter at your house.
No, he already knew.
Okay. Yeah, that happens sometimes. And what was it like when you guys got back to the house?
It was great. I mean, we had a couple drinks. We were talking. One thing kind of led to another. We kissed.
Nice.
It was really fun,
Did your kid wake up at any point and interrupt you guys?
No, if she did, I didn't see her come downstairs.
All right. Oh, no. Well, that's always kind of awkward, you know what I mean? Like if you're hanging out with somebody who has a kid and like you guys are making out and it's like, hey, I want a popsicle.
Mommy's busy.
Yeah. So you didn't have any of that kind of stuff happen?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. How did you end everything with the guy?
He said that he would like to see me again and said he'd give me a call. And then he didn't.
Okay.
So after a couple of days, I thought, you know what, maybe he's waiting for a sign from me that I'm interested.
Right.
So I texted him
Okay.
and, just said, hey, had fun, would love to see you again. And he responded saying that, sorry, he'd been busy, things had been a little crazy, but that he would also like to go out again. And so we kind of made a plan to touch base and find a time the next week. And that was about 2 weeks ago, almost.
Okay. Have you followed up with him?
No, because at this point, I kind of feel like I let him know that I'm interested. And so I guess I'm starting to wonder that maybe he's just not interested and now doing all the legwork. And,
Everything you've said has been so positive. Maybe he's not looking for a relationship. Did he, indicate that?
I definitely got the impression that he was as interested as I was.
So it's been about 2 weeks. Do you want a second date with this guy, or do you just want to find out why he just stopped talking to you?
Honestly, I think at this point I more just want to know what happened. This isn't I don't date much, and so I just want to know if I did something.
So if we call him, get him on the phone, and he's like, oh, man, I liked her so much. I've just been busy, and I really want to go out with her. You want me to say, hey, go to hell, man. She doesn't want a second date with you. That's what you want me to do?
No, don't do that. But,
right.
I mean, if he wanted to go out again, yes,
Okay.
I would totally go out with him.
All right, well, I won't screw that up for you then, okay?
Thank you.
All right, well, play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Nicole is on the phone. She wants us to call a guy named Travis today. They met at a party, agreed to go out, had a great date, went back to her place. She does have a kid. Paid the babysitter. They hung out for a little while, made out. He said that he wanted to go out again, even texted her saying yeah, I'm real busy this week, but we should definitely go out, and then has not talked to her since. So she wants to call him today and find out why. And Nicole, I think I know why this guy isn't calling you back.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, talking to you, okay, you seem very put together, right? You got a kid, but you're still doing okay. Everything seems, you seem like not a train wreck.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Okay. I feel like he went out with you and he was hoping just for a hookup, and then he's like, oh man, she's actually smart and she knows stuff, and now she's out of my league and I don't want to call her back.
Well, I mean, I guess I could take that as a compliment.
Yeah, you should. You should. I'm saying that from our normal second date updates that we do, you sound too good. And I think maybe that's the problem. He's like, yeah, she's too good for me, and I don't want to call her back.
Well, I hope that's the reason.
All right. Well, I'm about to dial the phone number right now, get him on the phone, and see if we can find out why, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Travis, please?
Yeah, this is Travis. Who's this?
Hey, Travis, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Fine.
Any idea why I might be calling you?
Honestly, no.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay.
And you're not calling her back, so she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why.
What?
I'll say it one more time for you. You recently went out on a date with somebody who listens to our show, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And you're not calling her back now, and she would really like to see you again.
Okay.
But since she can't get a hold of you, she asked us to do it and see if we can find out why you're not calling her back.
Okay.
Her name is Nicole. Do you remember going out with Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys met at a party and hung out back at her place?
Yeah.
Well, according to her, you've said that you want to hang out again, but you've told her that you're busy, and then you just kind of stopped talking to her. Is there any specific reason?
Well, yeah, I'd like to hang out with her again. I just haven't had time.
Okay, so your excuse about being busy, that's true. You really do want to see her again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then why?
Sure.
What?
That's not
all right,
the
so
right
you say
response.
that, but why haven't you contacted her at all?
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. You got me. I didn't call her back.
Okay.
You're right.
Can you tell us why?
Well, she's a mom. She's got a 5-year-old kid, and I'm not ready for anything like that.
Okay. Why'd you agree to go out with her in the first place then?
Well, I thought at first that maybe it could work out, but then, after the date, I realized that there's no way.
So you're saying after the date you realized it. Does that mean that something happened during the date to make you change your mind?
I don't know.
I think you do know, Travis.
It's a long pause.
Look, Travis, this is like something that we do for our listeners. They want to get better at dating, so they ask us to call people and find out why. So if there's anything that you're withholding from us, I'd appreciate it if you could just be honest with us, and then we'll tell her to help her out.
When we were hanging out at her place, it was just weird.
It was weird?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. We talked to her. She said that she paid the babysitter. You guys hung out and made out a little bit. You didn't even have any interaction with her kid because she said you didn't even see the kid.
No, I didn't see the kid, but I knew the kid was just on the other side of that wall.
So just knowing...
There were stuffed animals all over the place and Barbie dolls.
Okay.
Too much for me.
So you were cool with it until you got there and you're like, all right, I know there's a kid here. This just became real, and you didn't want to hang out with her again.
Well, it was more than that. I mean, things started, progressing between us, physically. I just couldn't get it out of my head that the kid was, right there.
So the whole time you're making out with her, you're thinking, all right, this is going to go to the next level. The only thing that's in your head is a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And I tried to put it out of my mind. I tried to play through it, and I go under her shirt, and then I see her scar, and that was it.
What? So wait,
say that again.
When we were kissing, I lifted up her shirt, and I saw she had a C-section scar.
A C-section scar.
Yeah.
So is this about the kid or about the scar?
That was just a reminder that she has a kid. There's no getting around it.
Okay.
Can I ask, what is it, though, about the kid? I don't get why you're so shocked by all this when you knew about it going in.
I don't want to be in a position where I have to play dad. I don't want to be making out with someone and have a kid walk in. I don't want anything to do with it.
It didn't seem to stop you at the time.
What?
Hi, Nicole here.
Hey, Travis, Nicole's actually on the other line.
Are you kidding me? She's been listening in this whole time?
Sure have. And I think it's interesting that you'll tell these guys, complete strangers, what's going on, but you won't even answer a text for me.
Well, Nicole, they were asking questions. Yes, I answered them, and I didn't answer your text. And what do you think is more uncomfortable?
I guess that's a good point, yeah.
I would think responding to a text is easier than having a conversation. I mean, it's not like I was asking you for an explanation in person. I just sent you a text.
What am I supposed to say to you? Your C-section scar freaked me out?
I don't think you have to go that far, Travis.
You could at least give me the courtesy of saying, hey, listen, this just isn't for me, instead of just, hey, I'd like to see you again, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Why say you want to go out again if you don't?
Hey, listen, this just isn't for me, okay? Lady with a baby isn't for me, all right? I'm sorry. I was trying to let you down easy by just ignoring your text. I thought you would get the clue, but this isn't for me.
Yeah, I don't think this is for me either.
Oh, that's a shame, because I was going to see if you guys wanted to go out again. I will pay for it.
Oh, will you? Yeah, why don't you go and get us 3 tickets to Disney on Ice?
Disney on Ice. All right.
That was a no.
So I guess neither one of you want to go out again.
No, definitely not. And you know what, Jubal? You're right. I'm way too put together.
See? Told you.
Called it.
All right. Well, Travis, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Okay. No more single mommies for you.
You got that right.
Okay? And don't call them single mommies because that sounds creepy.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.